This is number 25 from the 2001 AMC8, and I chose this problem because I really like the way it illustrates how valuable the answers can be on an AMC8 test, or really any multiple choice test, including an SAT or other high stakes testing that you'll do. And for this problem, it asks for essentially two numbers, 2, 4, 5, 7, where the larger one is a multiple of the other one. And they use these four digits, 2, 4, 5, and 7. Well, for it to be a multiple, that means it's going to multiply by some integer. So if you think about this, if you can start by doing a lot of elimination by, instead of considering these, let's start by considering the number we start with. Well, if we try to start with the 4 as the first number, no matter what we put after it, if we even multiply by 2, we're going to end up with something in the 8,000s. And so that's too big because all of these are 7,000 or less. So that means we have to begin with a 2. Now, if we begin with a 2, we're either going to be multiplying by 2 or 3, because if we multiply by 4, that's going to give us something in the 8,000s also. So it either has to be 2 or 3, but it actually, if you look at the answer choices, can't be 2, because your only one you'd have a chance of getting is this one. But if you divide 5,700 by 2, you'd actually get somewhere in the 2,800s, which you can't make. And so now you know that you're going to have something in the 2,000s times 3 that has to equal one of these answer choices. If you look even further, that means our last term has to either be 7, 5, or 4. If it's a 7, then we're ending in a 1. But none of ours in 1, so it can't be a 7. If it's a 5, then it would have to end in a 5. So it's B and D are possibilities. And then if it's a 4, and we multiply it by 3, then we'd get a 2 as the last number, which means this is a possibility. So 7, 2, 5, 4 isn't even a possibility. So now we've narrowed it down to 3. We know that it has to be a multiple of 3, so the best way to proceed is actually just to do your division. Just divide B, D, and E each by 3 and see if it gets your answer. So we'll just start with the 7,245, and if we do 3 into 7,245, 3 goes into 7 2 times, it goes into 12 4 times, which is nothing. And so you bring down the 4, it goes into 4 1 time, and then it goes into 15 5 times. And 2415 does not use a 7, so that doesn't work. If we divide it into 7425, well, 3 goes into 7 again 2 times, it goes into 14 4 times, it goes into 22 7 times, and now we should be getting excited because we know that 3 has to go into 15 5 times. 2475 uses all 3 digits. It's a multiple of that is 7425, so your correct answer must be D. And so this certainly is a somewhat computational heavy problem, but you can limit the amount of computations you have to do by using a little bit of reasoning skills and thinking about what it means to be a multiple.